Hello everyone, welcome back to the Adventurers Pack. I'm Scott.
I'm James.
And I'm Emmy.
And today we are very excited. We have another unboxing of some minis for you that just came into our local shop today. We have the blind boxes for Mordenkainen and Volo. So they put minis from two different books together.
Yep.
Which is the first time I've ever seen this, which means that we have a much larger variety to choose from.
Yeah, whole bunch of stuff that we could be getting in this one, and there's a few that I think we particularly want to see, but also I'm open to being surprised. So
absolutely,
yeah, I want some of those death kisses. I want some gif.
And your gif.
My soul is prepared.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we were looking through, so we've got the death kiss. I know I'm very interested in the bone claw. That was an exciting thing. Here we go. Couple for you. Couple for you. And that'll work. So, let's go ahead and get to this. Oh no, the tape! I forgot about the tape!
This is why we gave you the sharp thing.
I threw it away!
What?
there we go.
That'll work.
This is an elegant process.
I am an adult. And oh my, what are you? So, we have a Leucrota? Leucrota.
Oh, these guys are Volos, I believe. Not sure exactly what their deal is. I think they're kind of, sort of, imagine if a hyena got possessed by something and just became sort of like ravenously hungry. More so than a hyena.
Is it a Unigo thing or Unogu?
I
don't know. Maybe.
I think that was mostly for that set. I don't think Inagu had a full following of things, but this thing looks very hungry. Yeah, that's great. So there's our big one. Now, one thing I will say I was a little sad about, there's not going to be a single one of the Sarosworn in here. Come on, WizKids. You knew what I wanted.
Hey, your babies.
Oh, hey, we got a Knoll. Yep, just straight up Knoll with a bow and some nice armor. Oh my god.
Wow.
Look at the paint job on that.
That's really pretty.
That is well put together. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can never have too many Knolls. This will be great.
That's definitely a Unigo thing. Aha.
For an evil hyena man, he takes good care of his stuff.
Yeah.
So shiny.
And a Chitin. Chitin? Chitin?
Oh, these guys, yeah. Horrid little spider people that are sort of all tied up in like the worship of Lolth and her deal.
So we've definitely got the Underdark going on here.
Yeah.
I can see the spider essence in them with those all those eyes and obviously the multiple limbs. I like that he's got a couple of daggers because that has that feel of so many hands, how quickly he could switch between them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can hear this mini. Just
yeah.
Just something about the way he's moving.
All right, and last, oh yes.
Oh, is this what I think it is?
This is. I think this is the Autumn Eladrin. I think the Autumn is an uncommon, but all four of the Eladrin are in these boxes. I am a huge fan of these creatures, and yeah, it's not the prettiest paint job I've ever seen, but it is. You can definitely tell there's the essence of fire in there, and that's.
I do like the colouring. I mean, autumn has always been my favourite season, and like I feel that this is kind of embodied in that mini, just the sort of those fall colours, the oranges, the yellows, the reds. It's not an amazing paint job, but it's still quite pretty, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think that is a first good start to the box. That's one down and so many more to go.
Ladies first.
Oh. All right.
So, fun fact, actually, while you're opening that up, the Guardians on the Mistvale Islands were actually based on these creatures. So, yeah, little bit of lore for a world that I'm running. So, haha.
All right, here we go.
Whoa!
What? Benderhob. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I know these guys.
Look at him. Look at this guy. Tell me about him.
again, I think they are kind of inspired by, certain parts of European folklore. And it's the kind of, this is the monster that's going to creep into your house at night and eat your children kind of thing.
He looks like that guy.
Yeah. I mean, with the gullet like that looks terrifying. With those eyes, too, that is amazing.
This is a beautiful one.
I'm fairly sure he's out of Volo's. In fact, I think the artwork in the book even has, he's got a little foot poking out of his mouth from whoever he's just finished eating.
Oh, I love it. That is dark.
Morbid. Okay. All right, I got one that popped on my lap. What do we got? He's just ready to go. Woo! What are you? You're a Korid. Korid? Look at this little guy.
Oh,
he's got a little whip going on.
Uh-huh. Wow.
That is a massive mane.
I know. Look at, again, the motion in this this series. I'm very pleased with it so far.
Is that a whip he's holding?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he's ready to go. He's ready to smick your toes.
Does he have a very stylized mustache going on?
Yep. He's a man of fashion. And whips. And then...
I think I know what this is.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You ready? Shadow Dancer.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
So sell him for us, Scott.
Yeah, you were ready.
I am not familiar with these guys.
So I want to make sure that I get the information on this fully correct. So these are part of a subrace of elves. I think they're called the Shadar Kai. And in one of the books, there's a set of 3 of them that are kind of used as a I see them as an infiltration unit, like a special forces. There is the Shadow Dancer who uses these chain whips that are linked to their hands to attack people, and they're, as the name suggests, they can jump from one shadow to another, much like a monk way of the shadow. There's another one who is all about some heavy spell casting. But more like long range with a spear, and then the highest challenge rating of them is more psionic with knives sort of thing going on, but then also has high magic with like poison and finger of death, and so they are a really cool set, and I'm really really excited to have this one.
Cool. These guys are Raven Queen, right?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
And then number the last. Okay, in the next set of interesting weapons, we have a Darrow. I remember these guys. These guys are a little underdark, creepy crawlies, and he's got a wicked big hook.
That does look like a long grappling fish hook sort of thing.
Yeah, he's gonna stick you.
I'm not quite sure why, but I'm finding myself reminded of the Ugnaughts from The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, with the I see that. I see that. All right. Box the second.
Okay. Knife me.
Wait, no. Yeah.
I mean, don't. But you know what I mean. Okay. Let's get in there. Can hear you. There we go. And where even are you hiding, tape? There we go. Get you out from here. Nope.
We should get a sharper thing.
It's more
of a
issues.
Stabby knife.
Yes, it is more stabby. Tell you what, I'm going to go for the pure destruction route. There we go. Ripping the box apart now. Okay. Ooh, I think you're going to be happy with this, Scott.
Yay!
Oh, oh my god. That is even nastier than I thought it was going to be. That's horrific.
Look at the arms, how the flesh is just like peeled away.
Exposed muscle and stuff, and I was just reading up on these guys earlier, and like these horrible claws, they can like shoot out like 20 feet ahead of them to like skewer targets. So like, oh my god. You imagine like this being plopped down on the table while you're playing.
It just grabs your head, just...
Oh god, it's horrible and I love it.
It has a real like a Hellraiser feel to it.
Yeah.
He has such sights to show you.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, what else have we got? Oh, we've got our first repeat. Another autumn eladrin. Slightly more bent over this one, but
she's just leaning into the shot.
Yeah. But
is the bow translucent?
It does have a kind of slightly see-through quality to it. I think probably the plastic, but yeah. Well,
Still
there we go. I mean, hey, because you were saying those guys are fairly uncommon. Right?
I believe that the autumn and the fall are...
Those are the same season?
Shut up. What is it? The winter one I know is rare. I think these are either in the uncommon or the common range of them.
Well, still.
Still, though, they're awesome.
Nice mini. Ooh, I know what this is.
Ooh.
Let me check, just to make sure. Yeah, this is a cave fisher. Now, you might look at this and think, oh, they forgot to paint it. No. These guys are, colourless and live in, pitch black caves and hunt by vibration and sort of drop onto their targets and it's horrible creepy crawlies. Yeah,
it's like one of those things that you would see in those deep sea cameras that they take to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, the kind of stuff where you decide that you're never going anywhere near the water again.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's under there all the time.
All right, last one out of this box is
what are you?
A Morezi. Not quite sure what the deal is with this, but it's almost sort of reeling back in fear.
It looks like another fun undead. We've had a good draw for those right now.
That mouth is... It's unnerving.
Yeah. And is that blood on the hands or are they claws? Or possibly both?
Yeah, sure.
Loincloth. Creepy, gross. I like it. All right, that's me for mine.
All right. Ta-da. That's the way to do it. Stab first.
Ask questions
later.
Alrighty. Ooh. You're a hefty one, aren't you? An ogre battering ram. Of course you are.
I mean, does what it says on the ogre.
So yeah, this sucker is gonna get through any door. I mean, look at that thing.
I love the sculpt on him. He feels very old fashioned in the best way. That very old school D&D with the teeth and the way his mouth is shaped. You can see him on the table in the early 80s.
Now I'm noticing not the best mini itself. You can see that the piece hasn't really fully connected, especially in the shoulder joints there. But other than that, I mean, it's definitely something that will strike fear in any party that is trying to defend some ramparts. What have we got here?
This little fella.
Oh, hey, this is another of another Darrow. Except this guy, we have it the first. So we had the one with the fish hook. This one is a crossbow one. So
he's coming for you.
Looks like we'll be able to start a little squad of them.
Yep, they're. I think that's one of those names that having a lot of them is a good call.
Yeah,
these guys are terrifying in numbers.
All right, and another one. Oh, this is another really small one. Almost looks like a twig. Ooh! Oh man, what? It's a choker.
Oh!
These guys. So this in 3.5 was a base creature in the monster manual. And I was so sad that they didn't show up in the 5e monster manual, but they showed up again in obviously Volos and Mordenkainen's, and they're great. Like their hands that look like little starfish open up and have barbs along all of them. So as the name suggests, they just come up and choke you. Much smaller than I pictured them. I always thought that these guys were
actual humanoid kind of size.
Yeah, I guess I never took the time to actually look at the size rating of them.
I love the pose on him. Actually, he's kind of whoa,
I'm gonna get you.
This is a terrible thing. The way his little legs pop out the back, though, he's got a little bum.
Yeah.
yeah, he does. He does.
It makes
You're not
me
wrong.
happy.
He's gonna choke you, but check out that ass.
I probably wouldn't have noticed, but then you. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm definitely the one who noticed.
And I think we have our first turtle.
Hey!
Yay!
Yeah. Lovely guy. Look at.
Oh, he looks good.
Yeah. Beautiful sculpt. The detail on his shell is great. The line work is really nice. Man, the scale. Yeah, this is, again, one of these really good detail on this one.
Oh, I like him.
Mm-hmm.
I want to help him out. I want to be his friend.
I'm really happy, actually, that since they were, released as an official playable race, they've just received so much positivity and support. Like, people love turtles.
How can you not? Look at him!
Hey there.
He's obviously the best.
How's it going?
Yeah, he looks really knowledgeable or really grumpy. And, I think that just comes with the fact that he's really old.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Number 2. Okay, famous last words. I was like, I didn't have any problem with them at all. That's gonna be okay.
And stab. There we go.
Ha! Alright, what do we have here? We have a trapper. It's a floor.
Oh, right. Oh.
Oh, come on. Floor really wants to stay. There it is. It is the floor. This I love minis like this. I know there's in the great closet of minis that we have here at Adventures Pack, there's an animated door, and the animated door is still one of my favorite things because it's a door. It's animated.
Well, we were talking before about our love for animated objects and things just coming at you. But yeah, it's just like, I'm the floor. Or am I?
How great is that, though? Because that can instill such a fear to any party of even the ground that you stand on you can't trust.
Mm-hmm.
I also, weirdly enough, underneath this sculpt, it's very simple. It's very pretty. It's got this musculature and almost like a spine running along the back of it. And it's kind of nasty.
It's a nice touch, actually.
Yeah, it's very subtle, but it's really cool.
You know what it makes me think of? Being like a D&D bobbit worm. Have you ever, you know the bobbit worms?
Nope.
Don't do that. Don't Google don't look that up.
To further your fear of underwater creatures, it's just this really long worm that it hides with its mouth open if anything comes in, just and sucks them underneath the ground.
And then
Lovely.
Yeah, it's just great. All right, what do we have? We have a measle.
Measle.
A measle.
When you catch just one measle.
Just one. Singular, it looks like this. You break out into a rash of this. He's cool, though. Have to fix his little dagger here, but I like the shape of it. I don't know what he is, but I like the dynamism of this mini a lot. I'm really curious. I'm going to look them up as soon as we're done filming. But
interesting hairdo he's got going on.
Yeah, again, with our fashion in monsters. Today, the measle. Yeah.
One of the things
solid choices
I'm really enjoying from this pack in particular is that there's a variety of things that I just don't know what they are.
That's, I think, the fun thing with doing these books is I have a love for both these books, especially Mordenkainen and Tomb of Foes. I just like to sit through and read all the deep lore, all the deep delve on for the monsters, but there's so much variety. It's a fun set of minis for that reason. I feel like, woo!
I'm actually kind of proud that I've known as many as I have.
You've been on point with the information on these.
Ooh! It's a mean lock.
A mean lock?
It's a bug.
Oh, yeah. I think I've seen these guys. I think they're in Volos. As you say, little horrid bug things.
Yep. No, I like him. I mean, I would say that this is kind of a monotone little mini, but...
Well,
it
makes sense. It's a bug.
Yeah. All right.
And then...
that last little guy in there...
What are you?
I have a guess, and if so, again, I'm going to be happy.
Come on, is this Shadow Dog? It's a Shadow Mastiff. Oh my god,
Ooh.
I'm so happy.
I was wrong, but I am happier.
These I know. They're creepy evil Shadow Dogs. They're pretty much exactly as described. Oh, look at the mouth on him. Oh my god, he's cool.
That is creepy. I love actually the effect they've got there. It almost looks like part of the form or the body is kind of wicking away from it. That's really cool. I like that.
And at the same time, mixed with, again, a semi-translucent, light is passing through it.
Oh yeah, look at that! I actually didn't even notice that. Oh my god, yeah.
That's a nice detail. I like that.
That is great.
I like him. He might be one of my favorite things.
All right, here we go. Okay, going for the stabbing technique.
It works really well. Next time we'll get something sharp to open as opposed to, a letter opener.
Okay, and again. There we go. Aha! Perfect. The solution was stabbing the entire time.
Hey!
Yes! I was hoping we'd get one of these guys.
Oh my god.
Because I really like these. It's a death kiss.
Oh, he's so pretty!
Oh my god, look at that eye.
Okay, so let's start with just the mini itself before I get into my particular love of these guys. You've got your, I think it's 10 tentacles sort of extending out from the body. The eye has that really nice effect where, like, if you've been up late or something, you've been rubbing your eyes a little bit too much, the flesh around it looks sore and chafed, like it's been rubbed away almost. The coloration, that kind of sickly paleness on it, and obviously the tentacles themselves, they're all just kind of flicking and wicking about it. Great mini. Bigger than I expected, though, honestly. Now, a death kiss comes into existence when a beholder dreams that it loses blood. And beholders being created by the dreams of other beholders, this exists, but it's kind of half-formed, and so instead of the magic eye rays that beholders have, it has these horrid little tentacles with teeth on the end that it retracts into itself when it's not fighting, and it just kind of floats around looking for things to suck blood from. But because it's so paranoid about starving, it just floats around and eats rats and things. There's even a specific section in the book where it talks about death kisses are stupider than beholders. Its basic tactic when fighting is stick a tentacle to something and drain its blood until it dies. It's just brilliant.
Hey man, it's a simple plan, but
I'm happy we got one of these. I almost want to name him. It's just they're just brilliant.
There's a convention for that here at Adventurers Pack HQ. When you get a mini you particularly love and name it.
That's true.
I do that with my.
Just remember, you might have to kill it.
He's just brilliantly rubbish.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Well, happy with that.
Yeah, that was just the start of that pack.
That's the big one, and then on to the others. We've got. Ooh, who are you? It's an Orc Claw of Luthic.
Ooh, yes.
So, these guys are sort of more specialised hunters, I think, in terms of the Orc expansions that come with, Volos, I believe.
The tattoo work on him is great.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
And again, with the fashion statements and monsters.
We're getting some great hair.
I know. This hair is, he's got the fan set up.
I'm going to hunt you down, but I'm going to look great doing it.
This man is on a romance novel.
Maybe he's born with it.
Novel cover.
Maybe it's Groomsh. Or Luthic in this case, I guess. I love the pose. I love the tattoo work. I love the hair, darling. Yeah, happy with that. What have we got in here? Who are you? Ooh. It's a
We got Groot.
A woodwode.
What?
A woodwode. It's a tree person.
That is fantastic.
Aww.
Okay, a touch I like about this, because of course in all things D&D we must have modesty. In place of a loincloth, this sentient tree has moss.
It's the tree equivalent of a fig leaf, okay?
Yeah, well, could literally be a fig leaf.
Exactly.
I'm also liking the idea that he's got this club, but could literally have just pulled a part of its spine off to hit you with it.
Because he's grown a shield out of his own hand.
Yeah.
But apparently needs a separate club.
I mean, the club could be grown into the hand, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like he's holding it, but anyway,
he
regardless.
does need a hand.
I do like it. I do like it. I just find it quite funny. I like the effect of the little eyes, actually. It looks like they're kind of staring out at you from inside the bark of the tree. Yeah, I like
it's a
him.
good little effect.
He's a bit bent forward, I think, but we can correct that.
We can boil him.
All right. Do.
Ooh, there's a big one.
I think it's another gnoll.
It is.
It's a gnoll pack leader.
He's again, these gnolls and their gorgeous, gorgeous armor. My God.
Yeah. Cool sort of skull helm that he's got there.
The wrappings on his arms is excellent.
One detail about this, I don't know if it's deliberate or not, but I really like it regardless, is that he's got his halberd. Because it makes me think back to the original Baldur's Gate, where I think pretty much every gnoll you fight has a halberd. So like, you're just storming this fortress that they've taken over, and like every single one of them is like shooting at you and fighting you with halberds. So again, I don't know if that's deliberate, but it makes me feel nostalgic, and so therefore I like it. Okay, I think that's the last of mine.
All right.
All right.
Give me
Last
the
one.
not so sharp implement.
Last one for Scott.
We just stopped calling it a knife.
Yeah.
Me.
Hallyu.
Whoa!
Yes! Oh, I saw these guys online.
I think
They're
I know what
gross.
this is.
Uh-huh.
Wow, you are ugly.
Ugh.
Also has a loincloth.
Yep, this is the Venom Troll. Wow. Look at the pustules that are on it, the grown almost like tumors in parts of its hands, its forearm, its whole lower stomach, its back. Oh, you are disgusting.
Just looking at it, you can imagine the kind of noises it makes.
Oh.
Lots of gurgling,
Spliffs.
I imagine.
You know what it kind of
Scratches.
reminds me of? Did you either of you ever see the first Blade movie?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah!
but a while ago.
Oh, that's a deep delve in my brain.
I think it was like the librarian or
There
the
was some
keeper of the
dude.
archives who
Yeah.
never went outside. The face reminds me of that a lot.
With the, like, the
Like
jaw
the
and chin
eight
becoming
chins.
part
Yeah.
of the chest.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'm going to put that down before I...
Catch something.
Yeah.
Whatever it's got. Venom.
Ooh, are you... Hey, the Spring Eladrin!
Yay!
Look at you!
Oh!
You got a bird.
Bird.
I like the cape.
Yeah.
Actually, for such a tiny detail, the bird is really well painted.
Yeah, it really is.
Looks like I can't quite make it out. Is it like a robin or something like that? No.
It's a red-chested
Hard to
Well,
something.
it's got a red breast, so
Yeah.
yeah, it might be a robin.
The weapon is also really neat,
I think
too.
that the weapon, the color gradient on it matches
matches.
the... it.
Mm-hmm. Makes it feel very suffused, that it's all one thing.
Was
Good
that,
word.
That's the thing with the Eladrin is that they their color changes based on their emotion. So if you're playing one, anytime you take a long rest, you then decide which one you are, and then your abilities change on that accordingly. So really interesting. And we got another one of these guys. What are you? The Korrid, the whip gentleman with the fancy mustache. Where are you? Where's the other one? Hey, there we go. Have a brother.
They're coming for ya.
And this one is...
Oh, what are you?
You're gonna be happy.
Is it a gift?
Oh, what?
It's a gift.
It is a gift
it's a
that
Githzerai.
has...
It's
Oh
its shield.
my
It's
gosh.
psionic shield.
Oh, no way!
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Get in there.
The first mini that we've got out of a box that requires any degree of assembly.
And I can't do it.
Oh my god. Yes!
I might need to
Gift
shave that down a little bit.
But
But,
that is awesome.
yeah, so... And which are you? You are the Githzerai Anarch? Anarch.
Stop
Anarch,
pronouncing it.
yeah. Wow. Okay, so back again to the translucent pieces. I'm just going to put that down. I'll shave it down to make sure it fits in. The robing and the cloak on here are beautiful. I've never seen this color used in minis before.
It's really pretty. The Gith are nothing if not fashionable, and this is gorgeous.
It, for me, really evokes, like, with the colouring and the clothing and the pose, really evokes that sort of Chinese high drama, like House of Flying Daggers, Hero, that kind of feel.
Yeah. The face could use some cleaning, but, I mean, this mini is so cool that I'd be willing to put in the work for that because it's just beautiful.
And look, you even have ripples in the shield where the arrows hit.
Yeah, I love that it comes with that effect. I think that's a fantastic choice to include that.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
All
I'm
right.
so happy. I'm so dang happy. Okay.
And that's it for me.
Big approvals.
Oh
Start in the
my
middle.
gosh. Yep. Yeah, guys, we're just doing tutorials on how to open boxes now. That's all this channel is.
Yeah, that's what the unboxing is. It's like,
Clearly,
right,
we're good at it.
Right, this time we've managed to get it open. Next video, we'll look at what's inside.
Okay, here we go. What are you? Pray tell. You're spoopy. You're a bargain.
Ooh, I know what these are.
I'm not shocked, James. Tell me.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
It is, 100%.
So bar guests are... I'm not sure exactly what their nature is. I think they might be aberrations. Don't quote me on that. But what their whole deal is that they eat souls.
It looks like it.
So, like, they're sort of hyper-intelligent beasts, and they'll they'll kill you. And their whole deal is that when they consume a body that's been dead less than, I think, 10 minutes... they also eat the soul of that creature. And so then, the only way to release that soul is to kill the bar guest. And I think if that doesn't happen within an hour, the soul is like digested basically and consumed.
That makes your resurrections tricky.
I think, in fact, actually, any magic that tries to resurrect somebody, like, it reduces the chance by like another 50% or something.
Wow.
So, yeah, these are nasty.
I love the dimensions on this guy. I love that how low his posterior is. It gives him this very slinky feel. It gives him a very surreal feel. It makes him feel very threatening in a kind of weirdly gross way because he's just wrong somehow.
Again, I think these are inspired by Eastern European mythology.
Yeah. The hand reaching out. Like,
yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
He's
that's
nifty.
fantastic.
Yeah. Pass him along.
Ooh, again, terrifying face.
All right. What do we got? Yes! Yes! Yes!
What have we got?
We've got a Githyanki.
Oh, the Supreme Commander.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep, we sure do. We got her. Again, the face could use a little bit of cleaning up, the hair as well, but the armor is stunning. This terrifies. She is very scary to me, mostly because as a Githyanki, she's old, and Githyanki don't grow old unless they are they've spent an insane amount of time on the material plane, which they tend not to. So
because otherwise they don't age.
Otherwise they don't age. So they're old, and look at this sword. Is that a silver sword?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that if this is a silver sword, this is a high-ranking Gith. So, whoo, she's spoopy. She would not be fun to meet. Yeah, look at the armor.
I've read over the stats for these guys a couple of times, actually, and they are not to be messed with.
No.
They're tough.
Yes.
But
Gith
yeah,
forever.
as you say, the detailing on the armor is great. The Gith do love their jewel-embossed armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the cloak as well, actually. The texturing on that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm so happy we got both the gifts. I'm just so happy. All right. Yep.
Yes.
We got the Bodak.
Yeah.
Okay. We were ready for this guy. We really wanted him because he's just. And I like this sculpt. I like the way he looks a lot like the picture in the book.
Mm-hmm.
It's very obvious what he is, and just the draping of it, the way his arms hang, the way his hands hang, everything, and just feels like it's just hanging down and drooping. It's gross. It's terrifying. It's hits you straight in the heaves.
Very much it encapsulates the kind of, this is just a husk of a being.
Mm-hmm.
Just pawns of the Lord of the Undead. Just bleh.
Perfect.
With the face, it kind of reminds me of the Scream, the painting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How it's just like melting down into. Wow. All right.
I feel like if you ever say, the Scream, the painting, someone has to do as I just did. Someone's gonna blame it.
It's helpful. Yeah.
For those who aren't up on their art history. Okay. What? What are you?
Oh, Skull Lord.
Skull Lord? What?
Yes.
I love you, but what are you?
Well,
help me out.
I mean, as the name suggests, it is
Lord of Skulls.
Yeah.
It's 3.
I mean, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I've parsed over them in the book that, yeah, I mean, obviously spellcaster, I mean, it's got to have more than just it's a really high-ranking skeleton as far as the lore goes, but I don't have the knowledge to spout any of it. But yeah.
He's cool.
Can you pair him up with He-Man?
Oh, we'll work on getting that mini out. Take a look at this guy, though. I like the. There's this art where it almost looks like the skulls are all harnessed together in the back. I like the armor a lot.
Yeah.
This is fun. I like this guy.
Cool magic effect as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of great pulls that we pulled out of here. I'm really happy, but I want to know, what are your guys' favorites?
For me, it's got to be the Death Kiss. I mean, there's, as you say, there's some great stuff in here, but I've just got such a soft spot for monsters or villains that are still scary, but are just kind of weak and a bit rubbish, but somehow that ends up being why they're a threat in some way. There's probably a great word that encapsulates all of that. I just don't have quite broad enough of vocabulary to know it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, for me, Death Kiss takes my favourite.
Amy?
Oh, man, I mean, I also really love that Death Kiss. But if I have to go... Oh, man. Weirdly enough, I actually kind of really love these gnolls. They are not like anything I have seen from other gnoll figurines. The sculpt on them is so pretty. The muscles on them, the armor is gorgeous. The size feels very real to me, and I don't know why, in ways that other Knoll minis just don't. I don't know. They're simple and just really good.
It is nice to see kind of, fairly, regular enemies, if you like, because, gnolls are gnolls, but just being represented well with good quality minis. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Absolutely. For me, I gotta go with this Gitzerai. It was unexpected. Yeah. I had no idea it was in there, and just the beauty of the whole package put together. I'm really happy with what that is. So, yeah.
Honorable mention to the floor.
Oh yeah, the floor. I mean, the floor is miscongeniality here, you guys.
You gotta love the floor. It's always gonna be there for you, whether or not it's gonna try and eat you. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Let us know what your favorite is in the comments below, or if there's one that you know exists in these packs that we didn't happen to get. We would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I am Scott.
I'm James.
I'm Emmy.
And if you like this, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you next time.